Continuing in Allah סימן in Kriyas, he said, we continue this whole idea that Aliyah has to be at least 3 psukim. If somebody went up to the Torah, he got an Aliyah and they only read for him 2 psukim, and of course this is not a idea that it's 2 psukim that it ends with a pay or a samach. We're talking about just 2 psukim. It was a mistake. He has to go back and read the Kri again. And he has to say the bracha before and after. Because he already made a bracha after the 2 psukim, so because he made a bracha אחרי, it's called hasachadas. That's why he has to go back and even say baruch and not just the bracha of Hashem b'char banu. Because he had hasachadas, he finished the bracha, he thought that's it. They realized that they made a mistake. He has to go back to the beginning and read 3 psukim with the bracha from baruch. He read the 2 psukim that he read in the beginning of and he continues one other pasuk. There should be at least 3 psukim for that aliyah. And if this situation, this scenario happened after by the aliyah of shlishi, by the 3rd person, and each person, the first one and the second one, Rishon and Sheni, got 3 psukim. And now when it came to shlishi, they by mistake only did for him 2 psukim. They only did 8 psukim altogether. The shlishi doesn't have to read everything over, just they need to read another 2 psukim for the shlishi. That it should be altogether 4 psukim. However, if it happened by koyin, the first aliyah, they read for the koyin 2 psukim, and they read 2 psukim for the koyin. They called up the Levi, and after they called up the Levi, they remembered that they only read for the koyin 2 psukim. The din is like this: even though the baruch of the Levi was said, but he didn't say the bracha of Hashem b'char banu, and they only read 2 psukim for the koyin, the aliyah before him. This is not considered the beginning of the bracha. The kohen goes back. He reads 3 psukim. He goes back. He reads 3 psukim, like we mentioned in the beginning of the sefer. Levi amtin, and the Levi waits, and the Levi gets the aliyah after him. If the Levi already started the bracha of Hashem b'char banu, the Levi continues where the kohen stopped. He's going to there's a pagam over here. It looks like a chash. Why are they starting from the beginning of the aliyah? They should continue where they left off. The 3rd pasuk that was supposed to be for the kohen. After the Levi, you go and you read another 2 Yisraelim. So this Kriyas HaTorah should have at least 3 aliyahs, because the first one wasn't good enough. It wasn't an aliyah for itself. So you continue after Levi with another 2 Yisraelim. And the kohen wasn't part of the Kriya. Because he only read for the kohen 2 psukim. However, if this situation happened by the Levi, they read kohen 3 psukim. They read Levi 2 psukim, and the Yisrael went up and he started reading. They already made the brachas. He reads the 2 psukim that the Levi read, and he continues pasuk echad, the 1 more pasuk. And after this Yisrael goes up, you read another aliyah for another Yisrael. That there should be at least 3 עולה לתורה. And if there wasn't a kohen in shul and they called up the Yisrael, and what happened? They only read for him 2 psukim. And they only remembered this after they called up to all the Yisrael. If they called up Yisrael for the aliyah of kohen, and they only read from 2 psukim, the next Yisrael that goes up, he made the brachas already. He also goes back to the beginning of the Sedra. Yisrael Harishon Yamtiv Yikra Acharov, and the Yisrael Harishon goes after the Yisrael that got an Aliyah, because his Aliyah wasn't the first Yisrael, wasn't an Aliyah. They called up another Yisrael. He went to the beginning of the Sedra, and he started from the beginning of the Sedra. The Yisrael that went up, the Aliyah of Kohen goes up again, and then they read another Yisrael. So you have 3 Yisraelim, one after the next. A cotton can't read the Torah or get an Aliyah. He cannot. After the Kriyas HaTorah, we say Chatzi Kaddish, Ma'agbinas and Sefer Torah, and we do Hagbeh. It's important to know that Hagbeh can only be said by the people that actually see the oasis of the Sefer Torah. Kolzman, the Torah didn't turn around to you. You cannot say Zoyis HaTorah. Hagbeh Poiseach as a Sefer Torah, She'iyir Shloisha Amudim, that a person that opens up the Sefer Torah and he does Hagbeh, there should be at least open 3 Amudim. Mean Aksav Goli, that the Ksav from where we read, the Ksav has to be Goli. Umarali Yemina Usmoili, he goes to the right and to the left, the Lefonov, Lachrov, in front and in back. He makes a circle that the whole shul could see, right, left, front, and back. The mitzvah is that the people should see the Ksav of the Sefer Torah, and the Sefer Torah, the Sefer, and they roll back the Sefer Torah. There's a mitzvah, a special mitzvah, that the tefer, the seam, the 2 parchments that connect together, there's a tefillah you sew, that should be dafka in the middle of the Eitz Chaims, in the middle of the Sefer Torah. It's important that the tefer asamuch, you shouldn't start goyel the Sefer Torah. The closest tefer, the closest parchment which ends and it continues into the next clav where the sewing is, that's the one you go to. Wherever it is, if it was before the Kriya, after the Kriya, the closest tefer to you, you shouldn't start going the Sefer Torah. He says over here, Mishum the covered Sefer Torah, less gold than Sefer Torah is covered for the Sefer Torah. Allah Chavav B'chol Eish Ukedah, but Torah Eimrim Achar Chatzi Kaddish. Anytime you read the Sefer Torah, after that you say Chatzi Kaddish. Levad Mincha Shabbos, on Shabbos Mincha we do not say it after. We don't say it right after, because there's this idea of a hefsek. Mincha Tainis Shesem Chan Al Kaddish Eimrim Lefnei Tzilash Manesrei. By Tainis, for example, today we by Mincha. There's a Chatzi Kaddish before, there's a Psicha, and then there is a Yahalalu. You put the Sefer Torah back in the order and you do another Chatzi Kaddish. However, Shabbos Mincha, from the Siyam of Galila, you already start doing Chatzi Kaddish until the Sefer Torah goes back into the order. Sheni, Chamishi, Eimrim Shtech HaTzibur L'Achar HaGba, HaTorah, Hiratzen, Chulu. V'Siddur Rabbeinu Leisa, there's this idea that in other Siddurim they have this Hiratzen, the Alter Rebbe Cesar said that we don't have this Hiratzen. Tzarich Atzibur Dishmayu Alanis Amin. The Tzibur is noyik to answer Amin. And this Yiratzin Shein Aimim Tachan Name Yiratzin. The day that you don't say Tachan, you don't say Yiratzin. Halacha Chavches Achar Kach Machlis Sefer Torah Lord and Agridish. After that, you put the Sefer Torah back into the Arin. The mitzvah called Adam, the Sefer Torah Oiver Lefonov. And the mitzvah is that if the Sefer Torah, which is Oiver, it's going past you in the shul, and the person that picks it up, and the person that they glila, they should walk with the Sefer Torah till the Adon Kodesh. We allow the Sefer Torah. Allah Chavtez, Makom Shein Sefer Torah Kodesh, Echad Miteich Chomish Mikoil Ram, Hatzibur Yishma Shaloi Titakach Torah Sakriya. In a shul where they don't have a Sefer Torah, a shliach or somewhere or something that is a matzah that they don't have a Sefer Torah. The halacha is that they have to read from a chodesh out loud, not to forget the Torah has to be a Sefer Torah. Allah Halamid Sorash Yispal Vein Lohem Sefer Torah Likres Ein Mevin Lohem Sefer Torah Tzerech HaKriya Afilu Mehem Chashuvim Bebesek Knesses Afilu B'Reish Hashanah V'Yem Kippur Ach Im Akidim Ach Im Machnim yoyim or yimayim kaidim arin oy teva shaisim makim kavur l'sefer Torah mutar. Even if you have chashuv people in shul, if it's Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, there's no idea here of bringing a sefer Torah to a place where there isn't a sefer Torah. If they did not prepare for the sefer Torah, arin and a makim mechobed for the sefer Torah before that, it's their problem that they didn't bring a sefer Torah before, and they didn't misader for them a makim for the sefer Torah. However, if there's a special a rab or an important person and he's not feeling well, they are allowed to bring just for the kriya itself. And there are those people that say that if it's a adam chashuv, even if he's not feeling well, even if he's okay. And other people say that if he's a chayla, even if he's not a chashuv, he's allowed to bring a sefer Torah. In Shabbos Parshas Zocher, which is a mitzvah d'oraisa, Parshas Porah. Then you could be making in these inyanim. Of course, this is a different shittis, different pskim. If you're allowed or if you're not allowed to. In Bechlal, there's Paiskim are Mekil, and there's a whole in the Paiskim 3 kriyas, 1 kriya. If you bring it in a sefer Torah, so it's not as if you moved it. If it's in a talis, whatever it may be, ask your local rav. But of course, it's very important to take Achray and bring your sefer Torah to a place before, if you know you're going to need to read it. The Rikid is Yahafich Yamil Losas and Simcha and the Galas and the Rebbe Kaid Makim Shechin take him and Mamish. While the Shera Birin of the Yosem. So we open of Tav Tammuz, the Inni Boss of the Matmas are talking, we want Messiah now.